But one precedent that is being set, and I don't like it, is that this is acceptable to stomp on players and go completely American History X on them. That is one thing that I am not for. As you can see here, this is the most
It's a
egregious
ridiculous
thing.
clip. I've seen it like 15 times already, but
This is the most egregious thing. He gets his foot free and then stomps down and acts like, I'm jumping off of him. Like, no, bro. Like, what are you doing? Man,
hey, Mark, he's not a flexible guy. Okay, he said he's not very flexible. There's not really many places for his foot to land in that scenario. And you know what? When we talk about flexibility, let's just go ahead and bring this up, Mark. Since you want to talk about flexibility, he seems pretty limber right here in this clip while they're reviewing the flagrant situation. This is what he's doing while they're reviewing it. After he's already chased down the ref and argued with them, Mark. I don't know, man. He looks pretty.
hey, you want to know other situations in which he has looked pretty limber in life? How
Yeah.
about any time there was a jump ball and he has decided to go karate, he decided to go Danielson karate kick with his crane kick to somebody's nuts. Like, how about that?
Yeah. Like
His
how
legs
are
seemed
you?
pretty limber anytime that it ended up in between somebody's legs jumping for a rebound.
Look,
Like,
man, that man came down with force on his chest, Mark. I don't know what to tell you about that. But you know what? I really have a problem with the people that are trying to defend his actions because they're saying things like Sabonis started it, all this other stuff, right? Sabonis grabbed his leg. We did see Sabonis kind of grab his leg there. He didn't try to drag him down. He didn't. I don't even think he was clutching his ankle that hard, Mark. He didn't do that. But people are mad. People don't. I don't know if they realize that Sabonis got a technical and Draymond got a flagrant 2. Let's call it what it is. Do you think Draymond would have gotten the flagrant 2 if he didn't go chase down the ref and argue with the ref all hard body? Do you think that Draymond would have got a flagrant 2 if he wasn't over there by the crowd yelling and trying to incite them? Incite a riot over there. The crowd. Do you think these things would have happened? And if you look at Draymond's history, because people are like, oh, this is one of those things where it's because of his history. You're damn right it is. Out of all the people I've seen get technical fouls, it's not like they're just picking on Draymond. I've seen them tee up, what's his name? Rasheed Wallace.
I'm not a Draymond fan. No, like Devon is spreading lies and misinformation. I gotta check that.
Oh,
right.
Man, that's crazy. Go ahead. Yeah, Mark cheers for Draymond a secret. Definitely not. But you see what I'm saying? I've seen guys get teed up for nothing. I've seen Iverson get it. I've seen Rasheed Wallace get it. And none of those guys ever put hands or feet on people. But it seems like every time something happens with Draymond, there's hands and feet flying everywhere.
Every single time. Like, this dude, man, I promise you, is the most ridiculous human being in the world. Like, yo, if the Malice in the Palace probably would have happened right there if that was me on that court. Like, there wouldn't have been the moment I stopped being in pain is the moment I'm finding Draymond and I'm saying, fuck this game. We have to fight. We have to fight. Like, I don't care what's happening. Like, we have to fight. And anybody that gets in my way to try to stop me, I'm stealing on them too. Like, that's just how that has to go.
Okay, Mark. There's people here. There's people out there, the media and the fans saying, you know what? He didn't really stomp on him. This is what's being said right now on all the major platforms. He didn't really stomp on him. Sabonis is really selling it there, right? Like, I saw force coming down on his chest, and then he pushed off. It's more of a push off than it is
he got his foot free and then did it.
What happens, Mark, when you have 240 pounds of weight on your chest that somebody's pushing off on? Is that not just as bad as a stomp? I don't know, Mark, but they're making it seem like it's a really light thing,
legitimately, legitimately, I feel as though this is worse than the Myles Garrett helmet swing. like,
Yo, this is crazy.
like,
I've
like
never seen.
I feel like this is worse than the Myles Garrett helmet swing because at least in the Myles Garrett helmet swing, he was pulling off the helmet he was pulling off the helmet, and the helmet just so happened to be in his hand when dude was coming at him. So he swung. So you can make that argument that didn't necessarily realize the helmet was in his hand. He was just swinging because he was running at him. But in this particular situation, he got his leg free and then proceeded to aim at his ribs and jump off of it. Like,
Yes. Oh man, so real quick, I have to, we got to start getting close to wrapping up. So here's a
mhm.
time when I get to play devil's advocate, Mark. Let's just say that everything that they say is true. Draymond didn't mean to step on him. He's just not flexible enough. All right. So all these times that he's kicked people in the nuts, it's just the way that his limbs flail about when he's trying to make basketball plays. Okay, Mark. So let's just go ahead. Let's share some more footage. This is footage from in game one. This is footage from game one to where he apparently, hip checks Sabonis. No, he sits on Sabonis. Excuse me. This is the end of the game, Mark. This is, you see, there's 20 seconds left. He can't.
I do remember that at the end of the game, like he completely denying Sabonis from getting up.
So there, mind you, the Warriors are down one. Okay, I'm sure that has nothing to do with Draymond Green's inability to now stand up. Not only is he not flexible, Mark, not only is he clumsy, but he also can't get his footing as an NBA player sometimes. Sometimes, you fall down and you can't get up. Somebody give this man a life alert or something. I don't know what's going on, but clearly, if you
I'm
watch this
falling
clip,
and I can't get up.
clearly, Mark, if you watch this clip, he just can't get up. It's not his fault, Mark. It's not his fault. Okay. And then let's move on to this other scene here. And let's see what we got here. We got Skip Bayless and them talking about it, and they happen to find this clip from earlier in last night's game. Mark, let's go ahead and sit here and watch this as it comes up. Okay, you got Draymond playing a little defense. Ooh, nice rebound. Okay, let me throw that. I just happened to stumble backwards. And then when you watch it in slow mo, he throws his ass on him. Like a stripper, Mark. He throws his ass on him. Okay, he like like I'm sure he just inadvertently his ass pops out whenever he's going for a rebound and he's stumbling back. Okay,
Wow.
it's not even. And then the most egregious part of that is the Warriors challenge it and it gets overturned. It's not a foul. He unintentionally stumbled backwards at a weird angle, and then as he's trying to gain his footing, his hips drop and his ass pokes out.
Yeah.
It's just a natural body reflex, okay? It's just a natural reflex, I guess. Maybe he is. Maybe he is a hoe. Maybe, it's just a reflex to him. His ass pops out whenever another man is behind him. I don't know what's going on, Mark, but apparently, let me go ahead and bring this banner down because I just need to show you guys what my little footer says. It says, I'm the clumsiest man alive. Who am I? Apparently, I'm Draymond Green, Mark. Okay. So this is what all these media pundits would have you believe, Mark, is they would have you believe that Draymond Green is just a big clumsy guy that also happens to be the most versatile 6'7" defender in the entire league, Mark. But he's uncoordinated and he's clumsy, is what they want you to believe, Mark. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the media defending this guy. I feel like they're only defending him. They're defending him more these days because he is now a part of the media. Whether they say they don't like the new media stuff that he does or not, these guys really love Draymond Green. The biggest thing that I want to point out here, Mark, is I was asked by Jerry if I think he's going to get a suspension. Here's the truth, Mark. Adam Silver, he ain't got the balls to do it. I'm just going to call it what it is. You got the Warriors down 2 games to the Kings. They're the defending champs. Steph Curry is still the face of the league, and then you have Adam Silver was sitting in the third row while he was taunting the crowd. He watched it up close and personal. Adam Silver is not going to suspend him because he wants to make money off of the playoffs. Going to suspend him?
Does he deserve a suspension? Legitimately, man. I mean, this may be hyperbole, or or maybe I'm being exaggerative. I don't know, but if he was suspended for this series, I would think it was justified right now. Like that's pretty much where I'm at with it. If he was suspended for this series, I would feel as though it was justified.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I just feel like you need to the fact that Adam Silver was there while he was taunting the crowd, he saw it firsthand. I think it sends the wrong message if you don't suspend him, because I believe he does deserve a suspension.
I think not suspending him is, you are looking for a Malice in the Palace situation, because we do have to realize what happened. Like, part of the reason why that brewed up to that type of level is because tempers and were getting higher and higher in that game because of a lack of controlling of the game by the refs, and a lack of controlling of the crowd and things that were going on. So, that type of thing, you have to watch out for that, man. I mean, there's another conversation that we need to have for another time, because I see a lot of guys defending this, and I'm just curious that if Draymond Green did this same exact move to LeBron James, would they still defend it? If he did this same exact thing to, let's say, another beloved guy,
Jason Tatum.
Yes, let's say he did this to Jason Tatum. Would they still feel the same way? Let's say everything happened the exact same way. Like Jason Tatum grabbed his foot and he got free and then stomped on his ribs. I do not believe that nobody would actually feel as though, oh, he deserved it. And part of me questions, is there some sort of let's say region of origin from where you came at play
Yes.
in that